So, you've probably been hearing the term artificial intelligence, or AI, just about everywhere lately, right? But you're maybe not totally sure what it all means? Well, you're in the right place. We're about to do a crash course built from the ground up for total beginners.
And this quote, man, it just hits the nail on the head. It really gets at the massive scale of what's happening. See, AI isn't just another little tech trend. It's a fundamental shift, just as big as the internet was. And those tools you're hearing about, ChatGPT, Gemini, they're just the beginning of this incredible revolution.
Yeah, thinking of AI as the new internet is honestly the best way to wrap your head around its potential. This is not just hype, it's a foundational technology that's going to shape our future. And you know what the most exciting part is? It's being built for everyone, no matter who you are or what you do for a living.
And let me be clear, you do not need to be a data scientist to get in on this. The opportunities that are popping up in the world of AI are wide open to anyone who's just curious enough to learn. So with that in mind, let's jump into some of those fundamentals.
Okay, so to really get AI, first we have to realize that it's not some far-off, futuristic sci-fi concept. The truth is, it's already woven into our everyday lives, a lot of times in ways we don't even notice.
I mean, just think about it for a second. When Netflix suggests a show that you end up absolutely loving, that's AI. Those YouTube videos that just automatically play one after another, AI again. That Instagram feed that, kind of feels like it's reading your mind, yep. That's all powered by these incredibly smart algorithms working in the background. We can actually sort all this AI that's around us into three pretty simple buckets. First, you've got your standalone tools. These are the ones you go to directly to get something done, like ChatGPT. Then there's integrated AI. That's the stuff working inside other apps, like the recommendation engine in Netflix. And finally, you have custom AI, which is built for one very specific job, like how a bank automatically spots a weird charge on your credit card.
All right, so we've seen AI out in the wild. Now let's kind of pop the hood and see how it actually works. We're going to break down the key building blocks, starting with the biggest, broadest concept, and then getting more and more specific.
So right at the very top, you have artificial intelligence itself. This is the big one, the giant umbrella that covers everything. It's the whole field that's dedicated to this huge idea of making machines that can think and learn, kind of like humans do.
Now, tucked under that big AI umbrella is machine learning. And this is where it gets really, really clever. Instead of trying to write code for every single possible outcome, you just train the machine. You feed it tons and tons of data. It's a lot like teaching a little kid. You show them enough examples, and pretty soon they start to see the patterns. That's exactly how a machine learns to tell a spam email from a real one.
And if we go one level deeper, we find deep learning. This is a special kind of machine learning that uses something called neural networks. And just like the name sounds, they're actually inspired by the way our own brains are wired together. This is the powerhouse tech that makes really complex stuff possible, like how your phone uses your face to unlock.
And you can see deep learning doing some pretty incredible things in two major areas. First, there's natural language processing, or NLP. That's what gives machines the ability to understand what we're saying. It's how Alexa or Siri gets you. And then there's computer vision. This gives machines eyes, letting them see and understand the world. It's how a self-driving car knows that's a person and not a fire hydrant. Okay, with all that in our back pocket, let's focus on the two most important kinds of AI that you'll actually be using today: generative AI and AI agents. And trust me, understanding the difference between these two is absolutely crucial for seeing where all this is headed.
Here's the easiest way to think about it. Generative AI is the creator. You give it instructions and it creates something new, an email, a picture, some computer code. But an AI agent is the doer. It doesn't just wait for instructions, it takes initiative. So you don't just ask it to write the code for a website, you ask it to build the website. And the agent goes and writes the code, builds the site, deploys it, and makes it go live. It does the whole thing by itself.
And that right there, that's why everyone is so excited about AI agents. They represent the real future of automation. They don't just help you out, they actually complete entire tasks for you, from start to finish. That capability is a total game changer for how we work. So we've got all these super powerful tools, right? But how do we actually get them to do what we want? Well, it all comes down to learning how to talk to them. In that skill, it's called prompting. Oh, I love this analogy. It's just perfect. An AI tool is like having a kitchen stocked with the best ingredients on the planet. But if you don't have a good recipe, which is your prompt, you're not going to end up with a great meal. The quality of what you get out is almost entirely dependent on the quality of what you put in. So let me give you a super simple framework you can start using, like right now. Just remember the letters RCAF. First, R is for role. Tell the AI who it should be. Then C is for context. Give it all the background info it needs. A is for ask. Be super clear about what you want it to do. And finally, F is for format. Tell it exactly how you want the answer to look. Seriously, using this little structure will make your results so much better.
You know, for so long, a huge part of our jobs has been tied up in all these repetitive, boring tasks. And AI is getting unbelievably good at just taking care of all that for us, which frees up our time and, more importantly, our brain power. So that leaves us with this really fascinating question. Once the AI takes over the boring stuff, what are the bigger, more meaningful problems that we're going to tackle next?